remain. Gotta remind myself where I came from and represent.
ZANGUIEF.
The struggle made the realest man you ever met.
Of work.
Isn't it evident? I ain't stopped before, not planning on stopping now. Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is.
Our fighters have selected their characters, and they're ready for business.
Super hard hit. Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making a mess.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'll take on all of you. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Oh, whiffs the grab. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown. Throws them to negate the block. This is a gigantic life lead. How a perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 1 is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match.
Fight.
Overdrive. What'll happen this round? Goes for the surprise rush in. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Big low reaching heavy. That's one huge life lead. Ends with a projectile. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point.
Out of my way.
Round 3. Fight.
Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Going on the offensive? Just goes for it at this range. Gets carried to the corner. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What's the next move? Looking to plan him with a pile driver. What'll happen here? Target locked and no escaping that. I smell a comeback in the works.
Look at this body of iron. Round 4. Fight.
Spending that drive gauge. Player 2 chases them down. A super art? The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Big throws. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. What'll happen here? The life remaining, so burnout triggered. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1 will have target locked and scoop. Oh, yo! Rock super hit! Shibuchi Renkaku! This is gonna take a chunk! Player 1 is mounting a comeback! Screw pile driver! Oh, they got him! This match ain't over yet!
Fight. Round. Fight.
Hits the drive! Willing to risk it for the overdrive! Charges forward! Player 1 with a slight draw super hard incoming! Kotsugeki to the face! Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Low heavy! Player 1 uses their drive gauge! Player 1 reach out and hug him! Jumps! Ooh, what a smart throw! Okay, here we go. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch it? It is over! Player 1 made some smart moves there! Great game!
Round 1.
It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that runback! Shakes things up with a fire! Big time whip! Breaks the block with a throw. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Deftly shuts out the jumper. What's the play here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Reads them. Player 1, target locked and scoop. Each hit is so important here. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. In there! Player 1 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win.
Round 2. Fight!
Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Will this super art connect? Let's the level 2 super rip. This could be huge. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 chases them down, reads them. Not shy with target locked and scoop. Player 1 has a super rep. KO! Both fighters have claimed a round each. Who will get to match point first?
Round 3. Fight!
Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. What are both fighters plotting? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to looking to plan them with a pile driver. Both sides have the super gauge maxed and ready to rip. Strong critical. What's gonna happen? Charges forward. Player burnout. KO. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight!
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Goes for a risky overdrive. Burnout activates. Closes the gap. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a bit what? Thunderstorm? Get that stanky footsie out of here. Attempts to break the stalemate with the low. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? And whiffs! They're wide open. That's gonna leave them rattled. What's next? Flatline zone. This match ain't over yet.
Look at this body of iron! Final round! Fight!
Adds a bit of OD spice there. Meets them air to air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Player reads the counterattack. Screw pile driver. There's no escape. Player, will this super art do anything? Cashes out on a Shippujira. Player 1 willing to risk it for the overdrive. Toshigeki to the face. It is over. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Takes a trip. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Target locked and scoop. The big play does it. Player 2 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes to the overdrive. Goes for the surprise rush in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Knockdown. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. The low heavy hit. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Lots of it. Will this super art connect? Well, that's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. With the life gap opening up, They need to lean hard on their KO. Takes one back. Both sides bringing it now.
Round 3. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Burnout is triggered. Well-timed command throw there. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Projectile to try and change the situation takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Reads them. That's like doubt is all it took. Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round, didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Target locked and scoop. Looking for a chance. Low heavy. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. It's too much. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Quick dash it. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Goes for the throw. Player 2 with the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Not shy with the grab. Takes a trip. Checks him with the projectile. Heavy punch sends him flying. Life lead opens up. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 1 will have to fight. Burnout activates. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 1 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round 2. Fight.
Turns the drive gauge. Beginning of the round. But will this super art connect? So it looks like they're willing to spend the meter if they can get some really juicy damage in return. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Not shy with the grab. Knockdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Connects with medium kick. Takes a trip. Player 1 has completed their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. KO. Player 1 straight up put their opponent on a poster.
Round 3. Fight.
Going in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? They're not afraid. Burnout activates. Brushes that off and keeps going. Big throws. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Their spacing is a super art. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Smart play with the throw. Knockdown and it's a good spot to use the super. Scared money don't make no money. Spins it all for the Shinryu Rippa.
Bet that.
Big hits the drive. Gotta be careful, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Absolute closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Are these two gonna fight forever? Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. The jump-in is denied. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gunshot. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Trips them up. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Goes for the command grab. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Heading into the end. This is gonna be bad news. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. That's like doubt is all it took. Player 2 is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match.
Round 2. Fight.
checking their opponent. Beginning of the round. What will our fighters do? That goes for the super art? Is this super art the start of something? How's this round going to develop? Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 1 has the meter lead. Solid combo. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Target locked and scoop. Pokes with a medium kick. Smart play with the throw. Going in. Player 1 needs to hold out until they're called critical. What's gonna happen? A clean KO. Nice meter awareness.
Sit down and shut up!
KO. Still lots of time left in this match. You could say that the real fight is about to start.
Round 3. Fight!
Fires off an overdrive. Burnout is triggered. Lots of aggression from both. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. The super art hits. Will this kick both fighters into full gear? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown. Checks him with the projectile. Double lariat, and now life lead opens up. Scrapping it out up close. KO. Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight!
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Experiencing burnout. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Charges forward. Going in, hits him with a stop and bomb. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Manages to block the jump-in attack. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Zones with the fireball. Low heavy. Player 2 is this can lead to some big damage. Show you. Oh, will this super art do anything? Puts them in the blender and heats the oven. Watch for the mix-up. Whoa, critical art now? Nothing but air. Both sides willing flatline zone. No hype man needed. This is the final round.
Fight! Round! Fight!
Nice fireball. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Totsugeki to the face! Screw power driver! There's no escape! Can this drive bring them back? Player 1 is in burnout state. A very rushes in. Oh, here we go. Absolutely relentless. Close range projectile. They were sitting on their meter for this super art. Looking for the jackhammer. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Courageous grab. It is over. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. There's a drive impact. Screw pile driver. There's no escape. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Shoots off a fireball up close. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drop, target locked, and scoop. Charges forward. A quick breather. Player 1 can't looking to plant him with a power. The big play does it. Player 2 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round 2. Fight!
Coming through. What'll happen this round? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player 1 takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. KO. takes one back. Both sides bringing it now.
Out of my way.
Round 3. Fight!
Starts the round off with a projectile to assess the situation. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 1 has the life advantage, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Gets the knockdown, and now, knockdown. Double lariat, and now adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Good heads up play to go all in with the super art to make sure they're dead. Taking no prisoners. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight!
Super art out of nowhere. The super art finds its mark. Will that super be the turning point? Very slick with the combo. The low heavy's block charges forward. A quick breather. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. What'll happen here? Song coming and goes for the Boris anti-air. Spends the meter. Low heavy. Baits out the low kick. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Burns out. Who will come out on top? They both decide to ease the tension. Rush flatlines them.
That was catch as catch can, and you're gonna get in a fight.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run-back. All that effort for so little payoff. Reads them. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. The jump in catches them. Knockdown. Jump. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO! Player 2 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Overdrive. The command grab doesn't make it. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. Big low reaching heavy. Blade brushes that off and keeps going. Heats it up with a combo into super. Shippujinrai hits. Good damage option there. One chance closes out the round with a fireball. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear?
Round 3. Fight!
They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Fires off an overdrive art. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Taking stock. Oh, talk about overextending. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they KO. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? They're going for the super art. Goes for the jackhammer off the cyclone lariat. Prioritizing the side switch over damage. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They were right to be on guard there. Player 1 is in a... Ooh, what a smart blow. Gutsy play with it in there. The fighters have matched each other blow for blow. This fight will be decided in this final round.
Final round.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
The low heavy's blocked. The low hits the drive.
Okay, here we go. This can lead to some big damage. Gets him with a Euro step.
Burnout, but they may have a plan here.
Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Ooh, what a smart blow. Amazing. Tons of space between the fighters now.
What if they were waiting for it?
Absolutely relentless.
Player 1 can't let this to no hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSF double. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done.
Player 1 is going to be watching replays of this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the big-time whip. Zones with the fireball. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Big counter. Long low attack hit. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Takes a trip. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Inadire picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win. Burns the drive gauge. What are both fighters plotting? Opts for the throw. Stays cool and counters. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Taking stock. Will this super art connect? Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. KO. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 1 can build off this lead. Oh, burnout triggered. Player charges forward. Both fighters planning something? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Just goes for it at this range. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.